Hello, friends! Stephen Talbot here, of course. And today is Saturday, January 27th, 2018. And I am, first of all, I'm in the same clothes. I'm a dirty, dirty girl. No, I've been moving. I mean, of course I have clean underwear on and a clean undershirt, and clean socks. But I'm filthy from moving, and I'm like, screw it, I'm not getting all my clothes all dirty and messed up. Honey. Anyway, I decided to go ahead and record a video because, as you can see by the cars over there, I'm going through Atlanta traffic, which sucks, especially in this damn truck. Sorry, I cussed. Is damn a cuss word? Anyway, did you guys have a wonderful Friday night? I did. I stayed in Macon, Georgia. Macon, Georgia. Georgia. Man, I don't think I've ever been through Macon because I usually take, I think because I usually take, what interstate is that? 475, I think. I think I usually take 475 and I bypass Macon. So, check this. There I go, cussing again. So, last night I actually had a reservation with Spring Hill Suites by Marriott in Macon. So I get there and I pull the truck in, and I'm thinking that there's parking in the back. Like, most Spring Hill Suites has, like, you know, a row of parking up front, and then you go around back, and there's usually a wider area in the back, at least most of the ones I've been to. And so I pull this truck in, and I go around, I'm like, oh, this looks kind of tight. So I pull the truck around the side, and it's a narrow, like, as wide as a drive-through, and I'm freaking out. So, in like 1 o'clock in the morning, I have to reverse. There's nowhere to turn around. I go all the way around the building, nowhere to turn around. I am literally maneuvering this truck like, it was crazy. I was sweating, I was sweating. I was sweating and everything. So then, you know, because it was within the cancellation policy or whatever, so I called. I was like, yeah, I have a reservation with you guys, and I'm in a moving truck. Funny thing is I actually called, no, you know what, I called a different one. I called the Marriott in Macon. So scratch that. So anyway, I called them, and I was like, look, I have a reservation with you guys, and I'm here, and I just had to reverse the truck. Is there somewhere I can park nearby? And she was like, no. Or how big is the truck? And I said, it's a moving truck. And, like a 26-foot moving truck. And she said, well, we can't accommodate that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to change hotels then. So then I go up the street to a Courtyard or Fairfield, I can't remember. I walk inside, I'm like, yeah, I had a reservation with Spring Hill Suites, but they can't accommodate the truck. Can I stay here? She was like, no, we can't accommodate it either. So then I'm like, okay, so I go to the Residence Inn. Well, the Residence Inn, there is a spot for me to park there, but then they wouldn't honor my rate. I mean, not that I guess they have to. Well, the thing is, though, that the same rate was actually available through my Marriott app. It was like a Platinum Elite special member rate or whatever. And so I tried to book it, but it wouldn't let me because it was after midnight. It was trying to book it for the next day, and the guy at the front desk was like, well, I can't honor that. The best I can do is $119, which is not that bad. But anyway, so I get there. By the time I got into Macon about midnight, and then by the time I figured the hotel situation out, it was probably about close to 1, I think. So then I asked the guy at the front desk, I'm like, is there anywhere to eat this late? And he said, well, actually, there's a place called, it was kind of a funny name. It was called something Joint, and the menu definitely insinuated a bunch of potheads would be calling, like Smokey's Joint or something, I don't know. He said they're open till 4 o'clock in the morning, and they weren't. They closed at midnight. So that sucked, but that's all good. I slept well, and so my plan was to get up this morning. Oh God, I'm so tired. My plan was to get up this morning, and like I figured I would definitely beat Keeney and Siobhan. Siobhan is Keeney's friend's name, which I kept forgetting. So anyway, when I woke up this morning, Keeney had texted me and was like, hey, we're almost to Macon. You want us to bring you breakfast? And I was like, oh crap. So they made good time. I didn't realize how long it was taking me in this truck, honey. Honey! So anyway, I'm just now to Atlanta, and I feel like I've already been driving for 2 hours. And I was only an hour away from Atlanta, so it's kind of crazy. It almost takes double the time in this truck. Because I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, but this truck has a dang governor on it. And when it gets to 70 miles an hour, I swear, it literally shuts off. The engine goes completely quiet. I mean, you don't have to like restart it or anything, but you know what I mean? Like, it's got a governor on there to keep you from going over 70 miles an hour. I mean, I think that's pretty safe because if I were going faster than that, then it'd probably be quite a bit harder to stop and it'd be all shaky, and so I'm actually thankful for that. Sorry, because I am somewhat of a speed demon, so it's probably in my best interest for it to have a governor on it, to be honest. So I told you guys, I've already been going for 5 to 6 minutes, so I told you guys I was going to be talking about the quote that Keeney's mom gave me yesterday, which I thought was great. It was by Nelson Mandela, and he says, "I never fail. I either win or learn." So I love that quote, and I try to apply that to every aspect of my life. And I just wanted to talk about that because I think it's very, very powerful. And I think that if you can shift your perception or shift your focus, anytime you have a mistake, anytime you feel like you wasted your time, you feel like somebody did you wrong, you feel like you didn't do your best, you feel like, someone sabotaged your success, or I'm trying to think of other scenarios. I mean, I think you can pretty much apply it to any part of your life, right? Right! So I think that the next time, if you make a conscious effort, the next time you have one, you're in a circumstance where you're like, oh, he screwed me over, oh, oh, I didn't try my best, oh, I didn't make it, or whatever, then I think if you can shift your focus and your perception and change your mindset to that of as long as you learn from every experience. I mean, isn't that the point of life? Wouldn't life be pretty dang boring if everything was perfect? Wouldn't it be pretty boring if we didn't learn? If we didn't experience? I mean, failure has got to be the best thing that can happen. Or any opportunity that exists that we can learn from, like, that's got to be the greatest gift. They say, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, is the definition of insanity. Guilty. I mean, there's definitely been times in my life where I've literally done the same thing over and over and over and over again and wondered why my life wasn't moving forward. Well, duh! You know what I'm saying? It's like, the older I get, the more I learn, and the more that I realize, and the more true this rings. It's like back to basics. Life is not that complicated. We all make it way more complicated than it has to be. Life is simple. It's the simple things in life that we enjoy the most, that we learn from the most. It's little mistakes that make us better, and it make us better people, and make us better friends, it makes us better workers, it makes us better brothers and sisters and moms and dads and kids and uncles and aunts. I don't know. I just, there's so many. Like, have you ever tried to not complain for any amount of time? It's very difficult to do. Guilty. But there are so many people that, oh my gosh, there's a police officer on the side of the road, and he is so fine. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Man, I wish y'all could see him. He's hot. Anyway, there are so many people that have been in my life and that have come and that have gone that are, they're just complainers. They just complain all the time. And, where was I going with this? I don't mean like simple complaints about, my food's hot or cold. I'm not talking about that kind of complaint. I'm talking about the complaints of their lives. It's the same old thing. And I lived it. I am just as guilty. I must have complained about my relationship and the situation that I was in for years. My friends had to be tired of hearing me say the same thing over and over and over again, like a freaking broken record. It's like, it's crazy because, and I get it. I get that you're comfortable and you're in situations and you're in circumstances that that are difficult to get out of because you're comfortable and you don't want to leave that comforting space, as horrible as it may be. But gosh, man, I look back and think now, I'm like, what in the world was I thinking? Now, I could take several approaches. I could be like, man, what a waste of freaking time. I wasted all these years. You know, this person kept me down, and da-da-da-da, and blah, blah, blah. And I have definitely complained, and, you know, but I really try to be positive and optimistic about it, because we are all on our own journey, and we will all get to where we want to be. I mean, we're all on different journeys. We're not all even going to the same place. You know, I try to look at things as though, you know, I don't have any regrets, and I don't regret anything. I mean, could I have, like, taken action sooner? Probably. Or maybe not. You know why? Because I wasn't ready to. I was not ready. And maybe there's situations or circumstances in your own life right now where, you know, you feel stuck and you feel like you can't like get out of the rut that you're in. And the bottom line is that the only person who can change that is you. And it took me forever to realize that, because I was always blaming everything on the other person, on someone else. I blamed my circumstances on someone else. When you know, looking back, was I trying to, like, you know, give this person a chance or try hard to make everything work out? Yeah, I was. But that was my choice. And we all live with our own choices. As a matter of fact, our lives up to this very moment right now is nothing but every choice we've made up until right now. Isn't that crazy? Everything is so much simpler than we, like, I don't know. Learn from them. Learn, I guess, to summarize. To summarize, you know, you are responsible for your own reactions. You're responsible for how you behave. You're responsible for your own emotions and how you react to things. If you're in a bad situation, or you know, you complain about your life all the time, and, you know, everybody's doing you wrong, the world's out to get you, and your employer's out to get you, and, you know, your mama's out to get you, and your friends out to get you, and all this stuff. Give us all a break. I mean, you know, I wish I would have given everybody a break when I was feeling this way, or when I was talking about how everything was somebody else's fault. Take responsibility for your own life. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from every experience. Have no regrets. And that is all I got. Anyway, I guess I'll bid you guys farewell, because I've been going for 12 minutes and 30 seconds, and that's my number one complaint, because y'all get tired of my loud mouth. I hope you have a great weekend. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have, or if you like this video in particular, please give me a thumbs up. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, or if you think I'm cute, I know I'm tan too. Do you love me with a tan? I do. But you know what I noticed? My the last tan that I got, excuse you, honey. The last tan that I got double dark on my legs, and I didn't even notice it. Keeney asked me the other day, she was like, "Why are your legs so much darker?" And I, like, held my arms up to my legs, and my legs are way darker than the rest of my body. So next time I go to get a spray tan, I'm gonna be like, can we get it all the same color, please? Why would you want your legs darker? I don't understand that. Anyways, and the color of my legs is gorgeous. Not that the color everywhere else is not, because you know I'm gorgeous. I'm gorgeous! Anyway, until next time, I guess, enjoy yourself.